And it's kind of like a monologue instead of a dialogue or actual conversation. Those are the 7 under Be Natural, the 7 principles of real leadership under Be Natural. What questions do you have for me? And hello, Alexis, if you are still here. And if you have no questions, no questions. If you're thinking of a question, ... My coffee should be cooler. None. Okay. So part of today's cognitive learning is that I'd like to talk about your yeses. Saying yes when it's difficult. Not when it's easy. It's simple to say yes when it's so say yes to challenges. So as I mentioned on yesterday's live, we had 2 7th Avenue couches yesterday, which we've never had 2 in the same day. And not only was it 2 in the same day, but it was 2 of the same couches. And so it was 6-seaters with 2 ottomans and extensions on all of them. Each appointment was scheduled to be 4.5 to 5 hours. So we knew that going in. We knew just at the 2 appointments, that would create 10 hours worth of work at the appointments without adding any travel time. And so both clients were very nice people, and we got it done. And so there was a total of 54 boxes, and I cut up 50 of them. So yeah, so 50 boxes for me, pieces and pieces and pieces. The second appointment actually had additional lumbar pillows and throw pillows, so that appointment was longer. The first appointment didn't end up using one of the ottomans, so we didn't have to open up that one box, but then they had the pillow boxes too. So my point is this: you say yes to those things that challenge you, because that's how you grow continually, and that's number one in how to be natural. So while we were there, Nola, don't correct me because I don't want to mention athletes or schools. I'm doing that on purpose because this is live and the athletes haven't done what they're going to do. So I'm just going to speak in generic terms. So anyway, we're talking to the client, and the client has a nephew who's a safety at a school who's looking to go to a different school, who had a good year. And so Nola was telling her client that this person could potentially go to this school because they're looking for a safety. Now, when she said yes to the appointment, she had no idea that that interaction was going to take place. And so the client said, oh my God, give me your card. I got some agents. And So the point is, we're at an assembly appointment, but now we're talking assemble sports at this appointment, and no one would have ever known about that. So this school needs a safety, and this person is perfect for that school and the position and everything else. Everything that person is looking for, everything that school is looking for, and the person didn't even know. And the person has an agent who was giving him some he shouldn't be going to those schools. So anyway, when you're saying yes to a challenge, other things that benefit other people will take place. When you say no to the challenge, look, that person will end up at a different school that's not an actual fit. The school that actually needs that person won't get that person because we said no to having 2 7th Avenues in the same day. Are we tired? Yes. Is my body hurting? Yes. Do we have 2 appointments today and 3 appointments tomorrow? Good morning, Sharonda. Do we have 3 appointments on Friday and then we don't take a day off until Saturday, which is daylight savings time or spring in the... Yes. But that doesn't matter because it was all worth it. The second family was so happy, and then they could make the couch and turn it into a day bed so everybody could sit and watch movies, and they were just like, oh my God, this is amazing. And so sometimes that's selfless service and second mile service, because cleaned up, had 3 different sections in the house because the couches were so doggone big. You got to cut the boxes in one area. You got to cover all the pillows, every part of the couch has to be covered up. Everything, the arms, the seats, the backs, everything comes in an individual box, and it all has to be covered. The second appointment was this new cream white. We had to be very careful because dust, in theory, is not supposed to get dirty, but some of the pieces was dirty coming out of the doggone packaging, which they had to take pictures of and let 7th Avenue know. So my point is, you have to say yes to challenges. You have to say yes to challenges, especially when you are living a comfortable life, especially when you already have accomplished something. You've done the rah-rah, sis boom ba, and now you're sitting there waiting. And the more accomplished you are, the harder the challenges become. I'm going to